Hey guys, back to and welcome to another video. This is an issues I have with the periodic series where I talk about a thing, usually a game, and tell you issues that I happen to have with it. Kind of a ranty little thing. This one's a little bit less ranty than usual because I don't have as much negative on this topic, which the topic being XCloud or whatever it's called now. I'm not sure. I can't remember if they've changed the name. It might just be Xbox Game Streaming or whatever. But Project XCloud, as it was originally called. So this is a thing that's really cool conceptually. It allows you to, through Game Pass Ultimate is what it is now, play any, not any, but like a lot of games on your mobile device or your computer. I have a Galaxy S5. This is from 2014 or something. It's an older phone, and this is what I used to test it. That's what you'll see in the footage. I just took footage of the phone itself, and that's what you'll see here. I don't remember if I said this already, but this is very cool conceptually, and when it works, it's very cool. The issue is that, you know, it doesn't always work. It worked kind of fine on my phone. The footage I got isn't great because, again, I'm just recording my phone, and I had a lot of issues when I was recording. I couldn't get it to work consistently when it was controlling. So, you know, what you do is you load up the Xbox Game Pass app on your phone, as long as you have Game Pass Ultimate already. You load up the Xbox Game Pass app on your phone, and you go to the section that's marked, you know, Cloud, and then you can click on a game and click play, and there it is on your phone. And you need to have a controller, either something you like, this is a USB controller, so like I have a little dongle that I can plug into my phone to use this controller, and I also have one of the newer Bluetooth Xbox One controllers that I also tested some things out on as well. So I used both of these controllers in testing. In my experience, on my older phone, the Game Pass app kind of runs a bit slow. It's not the best experience, but once I got into game, it wasn't the app like itself that I had issues with. All of my issues were connection issues. Just not having good enough Wi-Fi to really consistently stream the game for an amount of time. And you'll see it in the footage. There's parts where you get stream artifacts and parts where I would just lose the stream entirely, very frequently. And it made it difficult to really play anything with what I have. So having iffy Wi-Fi is a bit of a problem, because if your Wi-Fi isn't consistent, you can't do the thing. You can't play the games because it's entirely game streaming. As I mentioned, it worked all right when I was testing it before I filmed anything, but as soon as I started filming, it would lag, it would do a bunch of stream artifacting, or just stop functioning entirely and be like, the stream has stopped and we can't get it back. And it's disappointing because if this worked, and again, as I mentioned, I'm using an older phone. This is a Galaxy S5. So it's a number of years old. It's running like Android 6 or something. Like, it's an older phone. So not exactly what should be, you know, not like what most people might be running something like this on, but it's also mostly, from what I can tell, an issue with my internet, not an issue with the hardware itself. Which, again, brings it back to its limiting factor is that you have to be online to do it, and you have to have a pretty decent connection to make it function. It's really cool of Microsoft to just include this as part of Game Pass Ultimate rather than trying to charge separately for it, especially since it's still mostly in testing and not fully out of the way, and unlike, you know, it's not in a final product form yet. And with all that, you know, it brings me to my final point that, like, game streaming might be the future of gaming, but it's not the now of gaming. We don't have the infrastructure, we don't have the accessibility to fast enough internet for it to be something that could happen maybe even within, on a wide scale, maybe even within the next 10 years, maybe even within the next 20 years, unless somebody, really puts it down and makes sure that we get fiber connections out to everywhere or whatever. Like, we don't have the internet infrastructure for this yet. And, in a way that's a good thing, because I don't know that we have figured out how to make this work as a monetized product in the environment we have, being that you have things like XCloud, which are doing its best to be extremely accessible, and at the same time you have things like Stadia, which is not. But anyway, I think it's cool. I think if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you should definitely give it a try. I'm not sure if there's a way to do it on PC or not. I know that you can do it on your phone with the Game Pass app, and if you have access to it, do it. I recommend at least trying it out, because it's kind of, at least it's a cool little party trick, where you can be like, look, I'm playing The Witcher 3 on my phone. Haha, look, I'm playing The Witcher 3 on a 2014 smartphone. I'm playing Yakuza 0 on a 2014 smartphone. I'm playing these games that are like AAA titles, and I'm playing them on this device that is old. It's not even close to top of the line. And that in itself is just kind of a cool little party trick. And just to have it added on to the already very low price for Game Pass Ultimate is a great move on Microsoft's part on sort of making these sorts of things accessible. But anyway, that'll sort of wrap up this little video. If you want to go down in the description, you can check links to all sorts of other things, like button, subscribe button, share, comment, do all the things. They're down there. Do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.